bitch gotta be seen. That's not a bitch to be with.
Y'all, just when everybody thought that the Met Gala was all glitz, glam, and harmless fashion statements, out of the nowhere, boom! Cory Holcomb kicked down the door with some of the wildest commentary yet. And this time, his target was none other than Halle Berry. Now, Halle Berry. Let's just keep it real, y'all. She's not just a star, she's the star. Academy Award winner, timeless beauty, straight legend in the game. But even the legends get called out. And this time, it wasn't for her acting. It was for her jaw-dropping look when she rocked the 2025 Met Gala. And the internet, well, they couldn't stop talking. Listen, picture this. Halle pulled up to the carpet in a sheer body-hugging striped number by LaQuan Smith. That dress, it was clinging to her curves like it had a job to do. And let's not forget the silver bob cut and skyscraper heels. It was bold, daring, and for many, straight up shocking. But while fans online were divided, some were screaming, "Yes, queen, cougar cat," while others whispered, sis, what is you doing? Like Cory Holcomb, he came with the flamethrower. He didn't just talk about fashion, he talked about strategy. He talked about survival. He talked about rituals, and he made it sound like Halle was doing way more than just pushing boundaries. He made it sound like she was performing a whole play. Like, let's unpack the madness, the dress, the camera angles, the public reaction, the deeper meanings, and most importantly, what Mr. Holcomb has to say. And it wasn't just a fashion statement, but he's saying it was a cry for relevance. Now let's rewind a little bit. The 2025 Met Gala theme was super fine, tailoring black style, the rediscovery of dandyism. The celebs interpreted all kinds of ways, and think flowing gowns, intricate corsets, suits, and whimsical glam. And the fantasy and nostalgia, theatrical flair, the night had it all. Then here comes Miss Halle Berry. She chose a nearly see-through striped black and silver LaQuan Smith dress that barely left anything to the imagination. The dress wrapped around her like a second skin, and you could see every curve, every dip, and every highlight. It was serving body yaddy, and then some. Her look was part sci-fi vixen, part lingerie couture, and depending on who you asked, it was either a bold reinvention or a total flop. But word on the carpet was that she had two looks lined up, but she went with this one. And that's the one that had social media buzzing about the pubic cleavage. A choice for sure, and it wasn't just about the fit though, it was the vibe, the hair, the makeup, the strut. She wanted attention and she definitely got it. And while some fans said she looked incredible, others clocked that she looked low-key uncomfortable. Fidgeting with the fabric, adjusting her pose, carefully angling her body so nothing slipped. The confidence was there, but the comfort, questionable, but that's to be expected at the Met. The cameras didn't miss a thing either, and neither did the viewers. Even fashion insiders took notice. Critics who usually applaud edgy wrists raised eyebrows at the execution, and some praised the ambition while others questioned the taste. Industry blogs began writing think pieces before the after party even ended. While the online reactions were immediate and messy, praise was there, sure, but so was criticism. And some folks said that she was a queen who defied age norms. Others accused her of trying way too hard, and the takes just kept coming. One person even tweeted, "You could be the best actress in the world, but this whole look was a hot mess." They felt like showing that much skin wasn't fashion. It was just a desperation grab for attention, and to top it off, they threw some extra shade at her team for even letting it happen. Another said, "Seems like in Hollywood, the older the stars get, the more they strip down just to stay in the spotlight, and honestly, they barely even recognized her anymore." Y'all, people were just out here trying to roast, like they were calling out the motive. Like, is this what it takes to get attention now? Is Halle being extra for clicks, for headlines, for the engagement? But many wondered why she would even do this. Well, some fans speculated that the look was a publicity stunt to drum up buzz for an up-and-coming project. Others blamed the fashion industry, claiming it puts pressure on aging stars to constantly reinvent in the most revealing ways possible to outdo each other. And it wasn't long before the think pieces, memes, and full-on debates started flooding timelines. Was this female empowerment or an awkward grasp for attention? Everybody had an opinion, and not a one was holding back. And the discussion bled into podcast episodes, YouTube reactions, and TikTok duets dissecting every inch of her outfit. But that ain't even the only thing that folks had to say that was a side eye. Like, real talk, it was already wild seeing her in that dress, but then sis went and posted a video laid up in bed with her man, like, the cougars is out here.
So, showed y'all how my day started, how my Mother's Day started. And now I'm gonna tell you about, I'm not gonna show you, I'm gonna tell you about how my Mother's Day is gonna end. Ain't that right, man?
Yes. I wish you hurry up too.
Then Cory Holcomb had to pop off. On his show, Cory wasted no time. He took one look at Halle's Met Gala appearance and asked what a lot of folks were thinking, but didn't want to say out loud. Is this what being a star means now? Risking a wardrobe malfunction to stay relevant? And he didn't stop there, of course. He brought up the industry pressure, the desperation, and the wildest of all, he hinted that what Halle did might not just be for clout, but for some kind of Hollywood ritual. Yes, y'all, another ritual, like there's a deeper, darker play happening behind all that lace and stripe. And then Cory threw it all back to the wild Oscar moment, y'all, that unexpected kiss with Adrian Brody. Boom, right there on the red carpet in front of the whole world. And let's not forget, like, sis is married right now and so is Adrian. Like, what's going on?
Halle Berry crashed Adrian Brody's red carpet interview with Access Hollywood, planting a kiss on him.
Now, he painted a picture of Halle as someone who's constantly chasing the moment, the headline, the spotlight, no matter the cost. And when he brought up that she's never really been out of the spotlight but still feels the need to shock, it hit different. He even directly addressed her man, telling him that if a woman has to always seek attention, then she is not the type of woman to be with.
How do you get a woman to be a good woman if the spotlight is what she's seeking?
Let Cory tell it. This isn't just about aging gracefully or making a comeback. It's about grabbing attention at all costs. Because in today's Hollywood, silence is a death sentence. If people ain't talking about you, you're done. The same could be said to you, Cory. Well, he said it wasn't really about fashion. It was all strategy. Halle was just trying to remind everyone she was still around in a world that's always chasing the next big thing. He mentioned that celebrities are aware that if they aren't viral, they're forgotten. So they manufacture moments like outfits that almost break the internet, and it's no accident. He questioned her legacy too, like if they're only talking about your outfit and not your craft, what does that say? Ooh, yikes. But what's even crazier, this isn't even the first time recently that Halle had to deal with drama over her wardrobe, because just days after the Met Gala bus, sis was forced to do a whole outfit switch at the Cannes Film Festival. Y'all, she pulled up in this fire Gauve Gupta gown that had a dramatic train and all, only to be told last minute, nah, that's too much.
I had an amazing dress by Gupta to wear tonight, and I cannot wear because the train is too big. So of course, I'm going to follow the rules. So I had to make a pivot.
And folks started to say something felt off. And it wasn't just the outfits, it was the messaging. Fans started to wonder, was this really Halle making her own choices, or was it her team, her brand? Or was this an orchestrated campaign to rebrand her as a edgy? Or was it a woman just trying to feel powerful in an industry that constantly reminds her that she's aging? It raised a bigger question too. How much control do these celebs actually have over their looks? When the spotlight demands something new, something shocking, do they still get to choose how they show up? Or is it just the machine making these calls? Despite his hot take, a lot of fans backed up Cory, and they said he was just stating what everybody else was scared to admit. And others were definitely not feeling Cory. They said Cory was a hater, that Halle still had it and didn't need to prove anything. And then there was those in the middle, people who felt sympathy for Halle but still questioned the motives. And some fans said that she was just trying to navigate a cutthroat industry that best way that she knows how. And others said she shouldn't have to do it this much to stay relevant. But it's not just Cory talking, because even Megyn Kelly chimed in like, yo, what's going on with these celebs? She basically said it was like they're all in some wild competition trying to outdo each other with who can wear the craziest outfit.
It's not enough. You've got to go full pube, because everybody has to outdo each other.
And several stylists and fashion analysts also weighed in. Some defended Halle's righteous self-expression, saying she owned the look, and others criticized the execution, claiming it felt more performative than empowering. Now, what's the real question though? In 2025, being respected doesn't matter as much as being talked about. Hollywood is a savage, savage place. One day you're in, and the next day you're out. Your history. Stars from the 90s and the 2000s, fans, most of them are fighting to stay in the mix. So when Halle hits the red carpet showing some skin, it might not just be a flex, it might be survival. And she's not alone, because look at J-Lo, Madonna, even Kim K. They all know the game: stay visible or get forgotten. But there's a price to pay. When everything becomes a moment, a stunt, a statement, you start to lose yourself, your authenticity, your legacy. And Cory's saying that's exactly what's happening. Now look, maybe he's a hater, but he might not be entirely wrong. Maybe Halle's look was strategic. Maybe it was a calculated risk. Just maybe that's just where we are now, where artistry has to compete with algorithms, where headlines matter more than history. Because the truth is, being remembered for your talent isn't enough anymore. It's about trends, TikTok, timelines, and traction. And that's a tough pill to swallow for any star who came up in the pre-viral era. So what's next for Miss Halle Berry? Halle Berry? Will she clap back at Cory? Doubt it. Will she switch up to the next red carpet? Maybe. Or will she just keep doing her, regardless of the chatter? But one thing's for sure, two things for certain: Cory's comment hit a nerve, and the way these questions have been raised, they're not going away either. Hollywood keeps spinning, and the pressure stays real, and the fight to stay relevant, it gets more brutal every year. And Halle might be back next year needing something more daring, or she might pull back completely and let her projects do the talking. Either way, the message has been sent. Halle is still here, still watching, and y'all still watching her. But what do y'all think? Is Cory Holcomb exposing the ugly truth, or is he just a hater that's reaching? Drop your thoughts and comments below, hit that like button, subscribe if you're feeling the conversation, and keep it locked, because we got way more celebrity drama on the way.